Hi guys, if you're just joining, class doesn't start till 1:05, and then I'm gonna leave about a 1 or 2 minutes for everybody to join. If you're just joining, you can put yourself on mute. I'm only gonna have you guys interact like through chat and through polls today. Tomorrow we'll be live. So again, it is 1:05. I'm gonna wait 2 minutes for everybody in class to join. If you're just coming in, you guys can leave yourself on mute so we don't hear, you breathing. That was funny this morning. So I don't hear you breathing, your dog in the background, your mom yelling at you. So again, if you're just joining, we're gonna wait another minute and a half for everybody to join. You can put yourself on mute today. I'm going to have you guys interact through chat and polling today. Okay, one more minute. I'm gonna wait one more minute to let everyone have an opportunity to join. If you are joining us right now, you can leave yourself on mute. Today, I'm only gonna have you interact through chat and polls. Okay, 30 more seconds and then I'm going to get started. If you're just joining us, you can put yourself on mute. I'm going to have you guys interact with polls and chat today. 20 more seconds. I don't have a countdown, so. All right, that looks like a good amount of people to me. We're short, like 8 people, but we'll let them in when they come. All right, I am gonna get started by sharing my screen and going over the schedule, okay? So the first thing we'll do when we have a live class is talk about the week and what to expect and then like what is due, okay? So when we get started, we're gonna have, I'll send you guys a poll through Zoom. That's gonna be one of the ways I'm gonna ask you to participate today. Then we're gonna have a chat through Zoom, another way that you're gonna participate. Per administration, we are gonna have 2 live classes a week, which means that you are gonna get on Zoom and meet with us. And it could be lecture, it could be an activity, it could be small group, it's gonna be different. And that will be indicated on the agenda in green. Okay, so that's gonna be different. Like next week, we're gonna meet on Monday, but not again live until Thursday. Okay, so then I'm gonna show you guys how you can change your profile picture on Zoom. Go over some of those resources I sent you. Some of them are updated because of what I found out the first couple periods, and then show you guys some examples that have come out of my other Photo 1 kids in the last few years. And tomorrow, we're gonna play an activity. This will be the time that I ask you to turn on your audio, and I'll ask you to turn on your video when you are sharing, but I'm gonna show you a little clip of, it's from a Jimmy Fallon, like what he does with celeb. It's a game he plays with celebs. And so I'll remind you tonight that you are going to bring a crazy object around your house to play with tomorrow. And not only is it gonna help us get to know you, but also some more features that you'll interact with in Zoom. And then Friday's a work day. So this is the assignment. It's on Canvas right now. It's open today whenever you want to take it, but this is the only thing I'm going to require that you do during your work time on Friday. And note that like the big assignment of the week will always be due by midnight on Sunday. And then I have a week to grade it and it will be put in and that will be your grade for the week. So remember that attendance is 2 things. You know, I only take attendance on next Tuesday is the first time I take attendance. And so what I look at is, are you present in Zoom? So I get a report at the end of this video that shows me who signed in. I also get like a chat that shows me everything that was chatted. So it's another way that you participated, or even the poll results. So it's anonymous to everybody else, but I see what everybody did. So those are the kind of things that I'm looking for in terms of interaction. Is half, are you showing up? Are you interacting with our live lesson? And the other half is, did you actually turn in the assignment from the week? Hopefully this is gonna be a fun, easy class for you. I'm gonna try to do like not a lot of talking, like hopefully just fun, like light activities. I don't want this to be a burden on you, you know, during this time, especially with things are being so like crazy. And then the next couple weeks, you guys are finding all this stuff out. And then next week, we're gonna get into our very first photo assignment. So that's what you can look forward to. All right, so I'm going to send you this poll, see who's there and interacting. I'm going to launch a poll. So you should have seen it pop up in the middle of your iPad. I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute. I want you to tell me how you're feeling about starting school. And then I'll share the results. So I can see 4 out of 16, 5 out of 16. When it reaches 16, I will share it with everybody. 7 out of 16, 10 out of 16. More people joining. 12 out of 16. All right, maybe you're watching TV, but please vote. How are you feeling? 13 out of 17. I'll give you 15 more seconds. Sorry for rocking. I'm in my daughter's nursery while my office is under construction. 4 more seconds. And then I'm going to share out. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. And I'm going to share results. If you are just joining, you can put yourself on mute. Just because we hear everything in the background, we hear you breathing, we hear the music, just for today. Okay, so let's see how everybody's feeling. Oh, more people are excited and happy in this class. Good. Oh, sad, confused. I can understand that. Frustrated. I hear you. Neutral, anxious. I got a lot of that. Nervous. Oh, okay. All right. So thank you for sharing. So again, this is just one way that I might ask you to participate in Zoom. Okay. All right. The next thing I'm going to have you guys do is you guys sign up for photo, okay? And usually I have people introduce themselves and tell me, why did you take this class? And everybody usually says, I like taking pictures, okay? So I'm not gonna ask you that. I'm gonna ask you this other question, which is, what is a snapshot, okay? So I'm gonna actually show you, if you haven't used chat yet today. So in your control panel, all right, if you go to more in the upper right-hand corner, all right, right under the reaction emojis, you'll see chat. I want you to select chat. And in the chat, I want you to tell me, what is a snapshot? What is a snapshot? And I'll give you a couple minutes to put your response in. What is a snapshot? We're in a photography class. So I'm asking you to participate. Are you guys all Googling it? You're Googling it. This is taking, okay, a screenshot basically. What is a snapshot? A screenshot, a picture someone takes quickly. Picture taken during an action of someone doing something. A quick picture, something. All right, if you're just joining us, I ask you to go to chat and you're sharing with the group what you think a snapshot is. Anything, something. A picture is taken quickly. A photo. A picture taken quickly. A photo taken quickly. Okay, 20 more seconds. Hopefully everyone has, let me see how many, we have 18 people. Picture taken quickly, a picture. All right, so I have screenshot, picture, something, anything, photo. A lot of people said picture taken quickly, a picture. Okay, so this class is called photography, not snapshots. Okay, so this is my second question for you. I want you to answer in chat, participate. I want you to tell me the difference. What do you think the difference is between a snapshot and a photograph? Snapshot versus a photograph. Tell me in chat what you think the difference is between a snapshot and a photograph, because this isn't called Snapshot 101. This is called photography. So what's a photograph versus a snapshot? Are you guys looking it up? A photo that's edited. Need 17 more people to participate. A snapshot is quick and goes away unless you save it, and photo stays there when you take it. "15 more people need to post." What do you think the difference is between a snapshot and a photograph? A photograph you take more time on, I feel, and a snapshot is something done quickly. A photo is something taken from your phone or camera. I'm glad we're talking about this. A photograph captures the essence of what is being photographed and needs more detail, and a snapshot is quick and doesn't attend to detail. Nice use of vocabulary, Messiah. Okay, 30 more seconds. Asking you to participate. Yeah, that was good. All right, so thank you for those that there's no wrong answer, right? It's like what you know, what you've experienced. So snapshot, quick, like without thought, like just doing it, you know? And a photograph is actually like making choices and thinking about it. So we're gonna get really into detail next week about what a photograph is versus what a snapshot is, and kind of like deciding what is what when you're taking pictures. And you can take photos, pictures with any device, and it can be a photograph. But we really want to talk about what we're kind of working for in our photography class. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, I'm actually going to go to our resources because I actually had to update how to change your profile picture because yours looks different than mine, okay? So this is the presentation I already sent to you guys earlier. So these are just reminders that all the time you need to make sure that you check that your iPad is up to date. And after it's updated, you need to turn it on and off again. So that's why you need to go to the power button. And some of you guys might be like, my apps aren't working. I highly recommend that you do that because that helps with updates with your apps, especially coming through the school server and stuff like that. So that's just a reminder. That's just like good practice, so that a lot of people are having problems. And then my other suggestion today, like with Zoom, people are just dropping out, is if you're experiencing problems, is to turn off the app and then enter back in, and then people were like, oh, everything's fixed. Okay, so those are some suggestions. Right now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to share my iPad. And I want to show you just a quick tip on how to look at two things at the same time on your iPad. Okay, so this is my iPad, and say you're in a Zoom meeting, but you want to look at something else at the same time, okay? So say you're, let me open up, say you're in Canvas, and, ooh, sorry, I don't want to show you my emails. I don't want my emails. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay. Say I have this up, but I want to see my Zoom at the same time. So on the bottom with my finger, and you got to go kind of slowly at the very bottom of the screen, I'm going to click and drag up. And it didn't even work this first time. Try it again. It's not recognizing my finger. That's cool. There we go. So I clicked and dragged up to bring up my doc. Okay, And then, oh, I don't have my Zoom up, but let's pretend that my photos was my Zoom. I'm gonna click on the icon, click and drag it out, and then that's gonna let me split screen. So that's like a little tip for you guys when you wanna have like two things on your iPad screen at the same time. Like maybe you wanna have, again, Zoom on one side and Canvas on the other side. So that's my little tip for you if you wanna be looking at two different things at the same time. I'm going to stop sharing this, and I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay. All right, by next week, you guys should have these apps installed on your iPad. So if you go to the self-service app, you wanna have Nearpod. We're gonna be doing interactive presentations together that you guys are gonna interact with, doing lots of different activities. You should have Canvas and Zoom, obviously, but also make sure you have Google Drive, okay? So I got premium Canva for all my students. I don't know if we're really going to use it for photo. I got it originally for Design One, but there's actually a lot of really fun stuff to do here, like Instagram stuff. So you're free to join if you want to. So here's the Canva link if you do want that app and you want premium access to it. So you have to select the link above, and then you have to sign up with your Google account, and then your school Google account will let you in every time you want to re-access it. You don't need Rush, that's for my video one class, but you guys will be using an app called Lightroom. We'll be using a lot of other Adobe apps, but we're waiting for the updated licenses so that you guys get premium apps through Adobe, like Photoshop. There are some free ones, but this is the main one that we're gonna get started with. All right, let's talk about your Zoom control panel here. So I think you guys all figured out how to mute and join with audio, how to hide yourself, show yourself. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna play around with participants that you can react to content here. This is where you could say yes, no, go slower, raise your hand, and we're gonna play around with that. Yeah, raise their hand. Thank you. You're interacting with it. Okay. The next one is, this is how we leave at the end, and then you have reactions and chat in the more. Right. So at the very end, I show you how to change your profile picture. I can do it through Zoom, and I found out you guys have to go to your Google account. Okay. And so I have a little video here that shows you how to do that. So you actually have to go to a browser on your iPad and go to Google, and then you sign in and you go to your account settings. And once you do that, you can change your picture. So what I want to ask of you guys, you don't have to do it right now, is if we have time at the end, we'll do that at the end, is to change your profile picture so that, like right now, you can see that I'm sharing my screen and I see a big E and a blank screen. And I don't see what you look like. So I'm asking students to actually change their profile picture to a picture of themselves, especially since, and then like throughout, you know, the rest of the year, you guys can change out what you want. But at the beginning, I'm requesting that you guys actually change your profile picture so I can start putting names with faces, because right now I see a bunch of just blank screens, okay? Another resource that I sent you guys is this Google Doc. And all of this is this blank document, but I wanted you to have a place. I made this for myself, and I'm like, I think this would be really helpful for students, is that you can copy and paste your Zoom links in here because they're recurring, right? You're going to use the same link to enter the class over and over again. But I'm also still just getting used to, like, when am I meeting what at what time, and this new schedule, like the fact that my first period doesn't start till like 9 o'clock is like still new to me. So you guys were shared this in that intro email, so you can copy and paste it and put all your links in. So I thought that would be helpful for you guys. Okay. And then we have my intro video if you missed it. And let's just briefly go over Canvas. Okay. So I'm sure you guys have seen that all your teachers, you know, have used the same template they asked us to. So a couple important things I wanted to point out to you was, if we go to class resources, this is our class website. I'm available from 8:30 to 9. every day, Monday through Friday, even if we have live class or not. And you can enter that and drop in and ask me questions, and you can schedule appointments for me through, and this is how you join. And then say you're like, oh, where's the Zoom link to join sixth period again? It's here as well. All right. And then the other really huge thing is you just saw me share it was the weekly agenda. Okay, and there's the link to that. And like after class today where it says first day welcome, I'm going to post this video. So I'm recording this session, and then I will share the video here. So if you miss the day, I have students who are already hospitalized with COVID and they're not able to attend. This is where I'll link it to so that you guys can actually access it after the day if you miss it or you sleep in or you didn't know it was going to be live or whatever. Okay. So let me show you guys the last thing I wanted to do. How am I doing on time? Ooh, good. Okay. I wanted to show you guys some student project examples from former students last year. And I'm like sad that like you guys probably have already seen this. When you're like walking the halls, you see these pictures scrolling through like the physical building. And I'm still thinking about how could we do the same thing this year and sharing out pictures. I teach video too, and I'm actually thinking of doing like video announcements and maybe having these pictures scroll, you know, like through the bulletin or something like that. So I'm still trying to think about how we could do like virtual art shows and get you guys famous still for all the work that you're doing. Let me do full screen. All right, so and note that this is going to be a mixture of, you've probably seen photo students walking around with these really big cameras, and you're probably like, that's why I took the class, is I want to take these, want to use these really cool cameras. And we have studios and we have all this cool stuff in the space. But some of these are just taken with their iPads or their phones. Okay. So this is an example of that, is that this was taken with an iPad. So it, you know, it's not about like, you know, what's the best camera. It's like what the best camera is the one that you have on you at the time to be able to take your picture. So we'll be talking a lot about light and color and thought and symbolism and theme, and you know, all that together creates a great photograph. And then some of these are photo 2 kids, but I still wanted you to see the kind of stuff that photo 2 is doing. Photo 2 is required to actually start doing documentary photography of events. Really great picture. But here we are back to photo 1 again. So now you're starting to see that we have documentary photography, you know, in and outside of school, some studio in class. You're seeing product photography. Now you're starting to see Photoshop, right? Like you could see that these pictures have been altered. And this pretty much follows like the what we do in class, like in order. So you can see it's becoming like way more sophisticated as we get through the photographs. Playing with light, colored light. This is photo 2. This is strobe. So we're playing around with that. That's how they're able to get that technique. This isn't Photoshop. This is strobe photography. All right. So I think that gives you a really good idea of the kind of like quality and variety of projects that we're going to be doing in class. And I'm actually kind of excited. Like there's this whole thing of like now you're home and you have access to a lot of like resources and different props. Like when we're in class, everybody has the same props in front of them and you can do something creative. Everybody can do something creative and different with them. But this is forcing you to actually use what's around you. And I'm actually really excited about that. That I think we're going to have a variety of more difference between your photographs. Okay. So I'm going to go over what we're going to do tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to do a fun activity, and it's going to be called Box of Lies. This comes from a Jimmy Fallon show. Now I heard that the audio and like the video of this was kind of laggy, but I'm going to try it again with a couple different setting changes, and I want you guys to tell me afterwards. We're just going to watch a minute of this. And so this is just an example of Jimmy Fallon playing with Box of Lies with a celebrity.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise, no matter where you are. With
I'm here with the lovely, the talented, the one and only Jennifer Lawrence, and we are about to play Box of Lies. Okay, now here's how it works. Taking turns, Jennifer and I are going to select a box and open it on our side of the table, out of the view of the other person, and tell them what's in the box. You might be lying, you might be telling the truth. Your opponent has to guess which one and say either lie or truth. If you guess correctly, you get a point. If you guess wrong, the other person gets a point. First person to 2 wins. Jennifer, would you pick the first box?
Whoa!
I'm scared about that one. That was. It looks like we're.
I have a feeling 9's gonna be a bomb.
No, don't open 9 yet. Yeah, okay, good.
9!
All right.
That was crazy.
All right. So now you can do your poker face when you're looking at this. The acting starts now.
It's a toaster. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So inside my box is a very curious thing. Which is not the first time I've said that. Oh, I'm just kidding. God. Okay. Anyway.
It looks like you're looking. It looks like we're looking in the mirror.
I know.
Is this big?
Oh, God. Where did I get so ugly?
My beautiful face.
Okay, it is a Rubik's Cube inside Jell-O.
I.
I tell the truth.
All right. So, what I want you guys to do is tonight, I want you to look around your house and I want you to find like the craziest object that you could bring to class, and you're going to keep it off screen. Okay. So I'm not going to ask you to make anything like a diorama or whatever. I just want you to bring an object and I want you to keep it off screen. I'm not going to have you put it in a box and like hold up a box. I just want you to keep it off screen. And then I'm going to have you introduce yourself by telling us what your object, describing your object, and then we have to tell you, we're going to interact and tell you if you're lying or you're telling the truth about the object that you have, and then you're going to reveal the object to us, and then we'll like figure it out if you're lying or not. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow in class, again, to get to know you, and then also to interact a different way with Zoom. And then just, again, a reminder is that on Friday we aren't meeting. It's white. And you guys are just going to be given time to complete that survey. And you have, again, even till midnight on Sunday to complete that. All right, we still have 9 minutes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my chat. And it's totally up to you right now. You guys can either go to the upper right-hand corner of your screen and leave. That's all I have for you. Or if you have any questions for me, go ahead and write them in the chat and then I will answer them. And also you could just stay and listen because somebody else might have the same question that you do. Okay, otherwise it was great to get to start with you. Again, if you have any questions, otherwise you can go to the upper left-hand corner and leave me. And I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget are you thinking about your object? You can bring anything. I've gotten really good. People ask me privately, can I bring this? I'm like, absolutely. How do you change your profile pic? So, yes. So, where it says, are you ready for e-learning? So I sent this to you already. I'll play the video.
All right, guys, I wanted to show you guys how you can change your profile picture for Zoom so it's not like your initials or anything. Okay, so on your iPad, you can either go to Safari, which I have in my dock at the very bottom. I actually added Chrome, and I highly suggest that you guys use that, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go to my browser, and I'm gonna go to Google. Just go to Google. All right, and in the upper right-hand corner, I'm gonna sign in with my account. All right, and then in the upper right-hand corner, that's what I see right now is just this letter for you. It's not letting me. I'm gonna go to manage my Google account. Right, and then I can select it in the upper right-hand corner. And then I'm gonna go to just the icon where it says I, select it, the like camera icon, and then it says select a photo from your computer, or you could drag and drop it here. I'm gonna say select a photo from your computer. I have it on my photo library, so I'm gonna go to my photo library, and then this is all the photos on my iPad right now. And let's just pretend that's a picture of me. Done. And then you can crop it. set as profile picture. And then there it is. So there's actually a picture of me. And then that is what is going to show up on Zoom. All right, guys. I wanted to.
All right. Does that answer your question about the profile picture?
Yes.
Can it be both living and non? Oh, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't. It could be alive. It could be not alive. It could be. This is gonna be really interesting. I cannot wait till tomorrow. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, you guys can, it can be about anything. It can be about anything about school too. Like if you have any questions about just things in general.
What will be the first thing we learn?
So next Monday, we are going to do a diagnostic, which means I'm not going to teach you anything except just a couple more things you might not know about the iPad camera. And it's going to be more like a diagnostic means that you're almost showing me what you already know, so I can kind of see where you're at. And then the next thing we'll learn is we're going to get into Lightroom and like controlling your camera even more so than just through just the regular camera. And we'll be doing a project probably a week. We're kind of waiting on Photoshop so you guys have premium access to Photoshop. So that is going to play a role in it. So we're going to try to continue to do the same kind of projects that we did. So usually we do creativity exercises, and then we do a self-portrait. We do something called rules of composition, where you learn how to take better pictures through composition. So, yeah. Hopefully this will be fun. We're going to try to give you plenty of time to take pictures. You'll take it with your iPad or a phone if you have better quality. Some people even have cameras. So it's totally your choice.
Polaroid. Polaroids don't count.
What's that?
Okay. My sister's like a Polaroid since we have the same room. She's on a Zoom, I'm on a Zoom.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Cool.
For the diagnostics,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know anything.
I think you know how to take a photo. Yeah?
That's about it.
Yeah. Okay. I think that you'll find out more about what you do know in the diagnostic too. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. I have to start my next class, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Go away.
America, do you have a question for me?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then.
All right, bye.
Okay. Bye.